Hi everyone, thank you for joining me. My name is Kassandra and I'm going to take you through this very gentle practice. This is really wonderful for stress relief. Also, just if you're looking to move a little slower, to just be a little kinder to your body, we're really not doing anything too strenuous. So this is very much a beginner-friendly practice. Most of the class will be our yoga practice, our yoga poses, but at the end we are going to do a little bit of breathing together, box breath, and we'll finish with a short meditation again, so that if you are going through some stress and anxiety, hopefully that will help to really ground you and bring you back into the present moment, into your body with a little bit of relief. So no props required, great for all experience levels. Let's start by eliminating tension, specifically through shoulders and upper back. So we'll start with our hands over the tops of the knees for seated cat and cow. So as you inhale, think of lifting your chest up, squeezing your shoulder blades behind you. And on the exhale, round and contract, bringing your chin down to your chest. And just going in and out of those two poses. Often in periods of stress or overwork and anxiety, our breathing will be very restricted or very rapid and shallow. So we want to be intentional with our breath while we're on the mat. Keeping it deep and full and making sure that breath goes all the way down into our lower belly. One more, just like this. Inhaling to your back bend and exhale to contract. And come to your neutral spine, lifting up. We'll bend our elbows out in front of us 90 degrees. You can wrap your right arm under your left, maybe bind at the wrists as well if that's comfortable. Think of lifting your elbows, pressing your shoulders down, and then tucking your chin to your chest, just holding here. Really pushing your forearms together to broaden through the upper back. Let's lift our head up, unwrap the arms, take a little cactus pose stretch. So squeeze your shoulder blades behind you, and we'll go to the other side. So this time wrap your left arm under your right, binding once or twice, shoulders down, elbows up, hands move away from you, and then tuck the chin to the chest. Let's lift our head, unwrap the arms, open it up, and releasing to tabletop onto hands and knees. We'll find some hip circles. So palms stay underneath your shoulders, and you're just going to trace big circles, bringing your hips all the way back to the side and as forward as you would like. Doesn't matter which side you're doing, we'll do both. Just do a few in this way and already check in with the flow of your breath. Notice if you're holding it in. Let's reverse the direction of those circles, going the opposite way. One more here. And go ahead and bring your hips all the way back onto your heels. I'll give you some options here. So option one, you're just going to support yourself with the left fingertips and reach right arm up and over like a little side bend. If you want to go further, you're going to lift the hips off of the heels as you reach back. So a bit of a back bend, a bit of a side bend at the same time. And let's lower down, going the other way. So right fingertips support you, either just leaning back with the hips still on the heels, or lifting the hips up, pressing the pelvis forward. And let's lower down. Let's find our first downward facing dog. Walk your hands out in front of you, palms are shoulder width distance apart, as you tuck the toes under and lift your hips up and back. Let's widen our feet towards the edges of the mat. Bend your knees even more as you reach your chest back towards your thighs and fully soften and relax your neck. Letting your head be heavy here. We'll take 3 cleansing breaths. So we inhale through the nose and a big sigh out the mouth. So breathe in and out. Twice more. And we'll walk our hands to the back of the mat for your ragdoll fold. You might feel good holding on to your elbows and adding a little sway side to side. You don't have to have super straight legs here. Bend in the knees is really nice. Focus on decompressing through your upper body, relaxing your jaw, your facial muscles. We'll let our hands come down to the mat. Bend your knees even more and push through your heels to lift yourself up nice and high. And we'll stand at the top of the mat. We'll set ourselves up into tree pose from here. So balancing on your right leg, you're going to bring your left foot somewhere along the inside of that leg, wherever feels appropriate to you. Think of squeezing that knee open, push the supporting leg in towards that foot before bringing your hands to heart center, or maybe expanding the arms up, growing the branches of your tree. So this really makes you have to focus your energy so that you maintain your balance. Try to focus on something that is not moving, being really present. We'll go right away from here into our warrior 3, airplane with the arms. So send your arms back, reach that left leg back as you tilt your chest forward. At most, you're parallel to the floor. Roll that left hip down. One more breath in here. And we'll come all the way back into mountain pose at the top of the mat. Roll the shoulders down and we'll find tree on the other side. So this time you'll bring that right foot somewhere along the inside of that left leg. Push the left hip in. So stay leveled through the pelvis. And maybe you want to keep your hands at the heart, or you want to reach them up overhead. Trying not to dig our toes into the floor. And breathing slow and deep, even as we hold these balancing poses. From here into our airplane warrior 3, take your time to extend your arms back, that right leg back, crown of the head stretches forward. Drawing that lower belly in, trying to keep that back knee straight. Into your mountain pose, lifting up, and you can let go of those legs. We're going to step open out wide, facing the longer edge of the mat. Heels in, toes out. As you inhale, reach the arms all the way up. Exhale, hands at the heart in this wide squat. As I'm lowering down, I'm thinking of squeezing my seat to press the knees and thighs open. Inhale, push to lift. Exhale, all the way down, twice more. Last one. And staying low here, we'll bring our hands onto the thighs, drop the right shoulder down, left shoulder back. So there's a bit of a twist here, and I'm using my hands to press my knees and thighs open a little wider. And you can twist the other way. Left shoulder down, right shoulder back. Coming back through to center, we'll move through Skandasana, our side lunge. So fingertips can come down to the mat. Bend one knee, keep the other leg straight. Maybe you want to stay up here nice and high. Otherwise, you can let the hips come down, maybe flexing that foot, maybe bringing the hands to the heart. Switching sides, we lift ourselves up, walk the hands over, left knee is bent, right leg is straight, either staying up nice and tall or lowering down. Whatever feels best for your hips and for the hamstrings. Lifting ourselves back up and through to center. Turn your feet in so they're both parallel to the shorter edges of your mat and fold all the way down. Walking your hands back, reaching the crown of the head down to the mat. Think of lifting your shoulders away from your ears. And let's take 3 more cleansing breaths in this forward fold, in through the nose, big sigh out the mouth. Twice more. Letting go of any tension. Walk your hands out in front of you so that your chest is parallel to the floor. Bring your hands to your hips, push into your heels to lift all the way up, flat back. And we'll turn, pivot so the right toes are pointing towards the top of the mat into our triangle pose. Arms reach out. You can lean your hips back, move that right arm all the way forward and down. Feel free to just grab a hold of your shin here as you lift that left arm up. And we'll add a little bit of a neck release in this pose. Bring your left hand to your lower back and let your head dangle and be heavy. Rolling that left shoulder back so you're getting a big stretch through the left side of your neck. We carefully lift ourselves out of this pose, and we'll go do the same thing to the other side. So just pivot, right toes in, pointing the left toes out. Reaching the arms long. I'm going to push out through my right hip, lean my left arm all the way forward and down, maybe grabbing a hold of my shin. And from this triangle pose, let's add our neck release. My right hand goes to my lower back, and I'm going to drop my head down towards the floor. And let's lift ourselves all the way up. And we'll step to the top of the mat. Taking a little flow here. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, fold down. Feel free to bend your knees as you do this. Keep it really gentle. Halfway lift, fingertips on the shins, flat back. Plant the palms. I'm not doing any vinyasas in this practice, so I'm just going to step back to downward dog, and we'll set ourselves up for pigeon pose. Let's reach that right leg up to the sky. Bend your right knee, open up your hip, and then bring your right knee behind your right wrist. Extending that left leg back behind you. And we'll fold all the way down, or feel free to stay up on your elbows if that feels a little bit better. 10 slow, steady breaths here, inviting that right hip and glute to release and relax a little more. Especially with these more intense or sensational poses. Sometimes we do tend to hold our breath or to tense up the upper body. That might mean that you're going too low into it and need to back out so that you can keep a steady breath rhythm that's really nourishing, that goes all the way down to your lower belly, and that allows you to relax your neck, shoulders, and arms. Three more breaths here. be going back to downward facing dog so we can set ourselves up for pigeon, the other side. Stepping that right foot back, lifting the hips up. Let's reach our left leg up to the sky. Bend your left knee, open up that hip before bringing your left knee behind your wrist. Squaring off the weight as much as possible so you're not leaning or tilting or twisting through your pelvis, folding down, supporting yourself any amount that you need here. So don't feel like you have to go all the way. Perfectly fine to stay here. Just keep the breath slow and steady and make sure you're not resisting too much or creating any more additional unneeded tension in your upper body. Three more breaths here. Into downward dog. This will be our last time in this pose. Stepping it back. Stretch everything out before bringing your knees down to the mat. And we're going to lower onto our backs. We're setting ourselves up for Shavasana. So we're going to do Shavasana first. And afterwards, we'll lift up. We'll do a quick little breathing exercise and then a little meditation. Pull your knees in, rocking a little bit side to side. And do any little movements and adjustments here that feel good before extending your arms and your legs, palms facing up towards the sky, and letting yourself soften into the pose here. So Shavasana is your opportunity to integrate all of the work that you've done. It's your permission to let go of any effort, physical or mental, to fully decompress. In just about 3 minutes here, and I'll let you stay here in silence. I'll let you know when we'll slowly reawaken, and we'll just have an extra few minutes together for our pranayama and meditation. And let's slowly start to reawaken. Just with a bit of movement, some deeper breathing. I always like to reach my arms up overhead, lengthening fingers away from toes. And you can turn to one side, pushing the hands into the ground to lift yourself up, to come to take a seat. And just sit up tall and cross-legged. We'll do a few rounds of box breath. Very, very simple breathing technique. You just want to imagine yourself tracing a box with your breath. So you're inhaling for a count of 4 or 5. You're holding your breath in for that same count. Exhaling for 4 or 5 and holding the breath out for that same count. It's all in and out through the nose. Really great practice to do, especially in times of higher stress levels. So we'll do 10 of those and then we'll go right into our meditation. So when you're ready, inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold 2, 3, 4, 5. Continue on at your own pace, inhaling, holding the breath in, exhaling, and holding the breath out. And see if you can really visualize that box being traced with your mind's eye. Again, just giving you something to focus your awareness on. It can be a really wonderful tool when you have a lot on your mind. We'll do 10 rounds in total. About 5 more. Last round. And once you finish, just come back to a natural breathing rhythm. Keeping the eyes closed. Just for a few minutes of silent meditation. Trying not to clear our minds. Instead, just trying to create some distance between the thoughts and us observing the thoughts. So whenever you get distracted, just notice that thought like a cloud in the sky and come back to this present moment. With time and effort and practice, those gaps become longer and longer. Just staying with your breath. If your shoulders have started lifting up to your ears, relax them back down. Keep the breath flowing all the way down into your low belly, low back. Bring a little bit more awareness to your body. Let's join our hands together at the front of the heart. Closing our practice together, we'll chant Om one time. Let's inhale to chant, breathe in deeply. Om. Thank you so much, everyone, for doing this slow flow with me. I hope you feel really good, mentally clear, but also physically grounded and calm. I have a few more of these stress relief type classes on my channel. I'll link to those if you wanted to give them a try. Leave me a comment before you go, and hopefully we will meet on the mat again very soon.